about a medical milestone in Britain. 8 healthy babies born with the help of an experimental technique that uses DNA from 3 people to help mothers avoid passing devastating rare diseases onto their children. This world-first trial of the new IVF technique focused on mothers with mutations in their mitochondrial DNA. They used a donor for that small percentage of genetic code, along with the mother's egg and the father's sperm, so that babies would be born without the disease. For more, I'm now joined by Dr. Arthur Caplan, professor of bioethics at NYU Grossman School of Medicine. Doctor, thanks for taking the time this morning. I mean, this is pretty remarkable. How revolutionary is this breakthrough in your eyes?
Oh, it's revolutionary, Markie. It's an amazing feat to defeat a terrible disease. Babies born with these mitochondria, which you can think of as little battery packs. They drive the energy, produce the energy that lets cells grow and divide. If they're not working right, you get children who die or who have very short lives. So being able to step in and get this solved using this technique is a real breakthrough.
Yeah, and a game changer, and gives so much peace of mind to these couples as well. Now, I have so many questions about this. I mean, you know, in this process, a female donor is used alongside the parents. How much DNA from the donor ends up in the child, and does that affect the way that they look at all?
Yeah. So think of your cells or an embryo, either one, as having a donut hole. And all the DNA that makes us who we are is inside that hole. That's called the nucleus. A little teeny bit of DNA is outside that hole. It's in the mom, and that's the mitochondria. That's the battery pack. The genes that make us who we are all inside that nucleus. I'm not so moved by these descriptions of the 3-parent baby. It's a little bit like saying, I have a car, the battery failed, I'm going to take a battery from somebody else or buy one and put it in. That doesn't make the place that sold me the battery the car owner. It's, I'll say 99.999% of who we are in terms of heredity comes from that nucleus. The little battery pack that is being transplanted when you do the procedure, it doesn't really affect your traits or your behavior or how you look or what your physical appearance is. It literally is just the energy pack.
Okay, good to know, because I was curious about that the moment that I read this story. This is obviously being touted as a success. What risks do you see associated with this?
Well, it is true that we don't really know if the batteries that are being activated by this transplant procedure are going to give the kid an entirely healthy life. So there's some risk. Maybe they wear out, don't work as well. No reason to really worry about that, but you have to see, you have to watch. Some people say, look, this is starting down the road toward engineering babies.
Right.
And that raises the specter of things like engineering for a perfect baby or a better baby. But I'm going to say no. This isn't that. This is fixing a disease. It's not trying to make a super baby or a perfect baby. It's taking a bad disease, doing a minor genetic transplant and fixing it. So I support this. By the way, not legal in the U.S. yet.
So speaking of that, what comes next? When do we see this happen more widespread and maybe even here at home?
Congress, a long time ago, maybe 20 years, passed a prohibition on moving any DNA that might be inherited. And if you get these battery packs that I keep talking about in these kids, they will pass them on to their kids. The line we drew was to say, no, nothing can be done that might be inherited. It's the wrong line. You want to be able to fix diseases. You want to be able to prevent child deaths. We need to revisit that in this country. And then there's about 4,000 kids a year with these diseases. Then we would see it much more. But we've got to change our law here.
Yeah, some people see it as a slippery slope. Some see it as a beautiful medical breakthrough. And no matter which side you're on, it's just fascinating all around. Dr. Arthur Caplan, thank you for your time and expertise, sir. Greatly appreciate it. Yeah, have a good one.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.